In this video, we will talk about Top 10 Criminal Masterminds in History. Throughout history, certain criminals have stood out for their cunning, resourcefulness, and the sheer audacity of their crimes. These masterminds have orchestrated complex schemes, often evading capture for years, and their stories continue to fascinate and terrify us. In this discussion, we will explore the top 10 criminal masterminds in history, delving into their backgrounds, the nature of their crimes, and their eventual fates. Each figure represents a unique chapter in the annals of criminal history, showcasing both the dark ingenuity of the human mind and the relentless pursuit of justice. 1. Al Capone. Al Capone, known as Scarface, was a notorious American gangster who rose to power during Prohibition. Born in 1899 in Brooklyn, Capone quickly became involved in crime and moved to Chicago in his early 20s. There, he led the Chicago Outfit, a crime syndicate thriving on bootlegging, gambling, and other illegal activities. Capone's ruthlessness, use of bribery, and intimidation helped him maintain control and evade law enforcement. His empire capitalized on the demand for illegal alcohol, running smuggling operations and speakeasies. Capone had many officials on his payroll, allowing him to operate with impunity despite significant violence, including the infamous Street Valentines Day massacre in 1929. Ultimately, Capone was convicted of tax evasion in 1931, leading to an 11-year prison sentence at Alcatraz, where his health deteriorated. Capone's story is a blend of crime, power, and justice, reflecting the corruption and criminality of the Prohibition era. His life is a reminder of the challenges law enforcement faces in combating organized crime and the need for stronger legal frameworks. 2. Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar was the notorious leader of the Medellin Cartel, a powerful drug trafficking organization in Colombia. Born in 1949, Escobar built a vast empire by smuggling cocaine into the United States and other countries. At the height of his power, he was one of the richest men in the world, with an estimated net worth of $30 billion. Escobar's reign of terror included assassinations, bombings, and widespread corruption. He was finally killed by Colombian police in 1993. Escobar's legacy continues to influence the drug trade, and his life has been the subject of many films and TV series. 3. Charles Ponzi. Charles Ponzi was an Italian-born swindler who became infamous for his financial scams in the early 20th century. Born in 1882, Ponzi devised a scheme that promised investors massive returns by exploiting arbitrage opportunities and international postal reply coupons. In reality, he used new investors' money to pay off earlier investors, creating the illusion of profitability. This type of scam became known as a Ponzi scheme. Ponzi's operation collapsed in 1920, leading to his arrest and imprisonment. Despite his criminal activities, his name remains synonymous with this type of fraudulent scheme. 4. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman is a Mexican drug lord who led the Sinaloa Cartel, one of the most powerful drug trafficking organizations in the world. Born in 1957, Guzman was known for his ability to escape from high-security prisons, earning him the nickname El Chapo, which means shorty in Spanish. His cartel was responsible for smuggling vast quantities of drugs into the United States and other countries. Guzman's reign of terror included violence, bribery, and corruption. He was finally captured in 2016 and extradited to the United States, where he was convicted and sentenced to life in prison in 2019. 5. D.B. Cooper. D.B. Cooper is the alias of an unidentified man who hijacked a Northwest Orient Airlines flight in 1971. He demanded $200,000 in ransom and then parachuted from the plane, disappearing without a trace. Despite an extensive manhunt and investigation, Cooper was never found, and his true identity remains unknown. The mystery of D.B. Cooper has captivated the public for decades, inspiring numerous theories, books, and documentaries. Cooper's daring heist and subsequent disappearance make him one of the most enigmatic criminal masterminds in history. 6. Bernie Madoff. Bernie Madoff was an American financier who orchestrated one of the largest Ponzi schemes in history. Born in 1938, Madoff operated a legitimate investment business while secretly running a fraudulent scheme that defrauded thousands of investors out of billions of dollars. His scheme collapsed in 2008, leading to his arrest and eventual conviction. Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison, where he died in 2021. His case highlighted the vulnerabilities in the financial system and the devastating impact of financial fraud on victims. 7. Meyer Lansky. Meyer Lansky was a prominent figure in organized crime during the 20th century. Born in 1902 in Russia, Lansky immigrated to the United States and became a key player in the development of the National Crime Syndicate. He was known for his involvement in various illegal activities, including gambling, bootlegging, and money laundering. Lansky was a master of financial manipulation, often referred to as the mob's accountant. Despite numerous investigations, he managed to avoid major convictions and died a free man in 1983. Lansky's life and crimes have been depicted in various books and films, solidifying his legacy as a criminal mastermind. 8. Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Ted Kaczynski, also known as the Unabomber, was a domestic terrorist who conducted a nationwide bombing campaign in the United States between 1978 and 1995. Born in 1942, Kaczynski was a mathematics prodigy who became disillusioned with modern society. He mailed homemade bombs to various targets, including universities and airlines, killing 3 people and injuring 23 others. Kaczynski's manifesto, Industrial Society and Its Future, was published in 1995, leading to his identification and arrest. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Kaczynski's case highlighted the dangers of domestic terrorism and the importance of mental health awareness. 9. James Whitey Bulger. James Whitey Bulger was a notorious American mobster who led the Winter Hill Gang in Boston. Born in 1929, Bulger was involved in various criminal activities, including drug trafficking, extortion, and murder. He was also an FBI informant, using his status to eliminate rivals while avoiding prosecution. Bulger went on the run in 1994 and evaded capture for 16 years. He was finally arrested in 2011 and convicted of numerous crimes, including 11 murders. Bulger was sentenced to life in prison, where he was killed by fellow inmates in 2018. His story has been the subject of several books and films, including the movie Black Mass. 10. Frank Abagnale. Frank Abagnale is a former con artist who became infamous for his ability to impersonate various professionals and forge documents. Born in 1948, Abagnale had committed numerous frauds before he was 21, including posing as a Pan Am pilot, a doctor, and a lawyer. His exploits were depicted in the film Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. After being captured and serving time in prison, Abagnale reformed and became a consultant for the FBI, helping to identify and prevent fraud. His story is a remarkable tale of redemption and transformation. These top 10 criminal masterminds in history each demonstrate a unique combination of intelligence, audacity, and often ruthlessness. Their stories offer a window into the darker aspects of human nature and the complexities of the criminal world. From organized crime bosses like Al Capone and Meyer Lansky to enigmatic figures like D.B. Cooper and Frank Abagnale, these individuals have left an indelible mark on history. Their lives and crimes continue to captivate the public's imagination, serving as cautionary tales and subjects of endless fascination. Through their stories, we gain insight into the importance of vigilance, justice, and the ever-evolving battle against criminal activity. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.